Hi, and welcome back to Within a Budget, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Paula, and today I've got our meals of the week to share with you. I did just want to say quickly, first, before I get into the video, that I had a couple of comments last week saying that people were finding it hard to hear me talking over the background music. So I have tried to sort the levels out this week a little bit better, so hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Of course, there is no point in me making these videos if you can't actually hear it. I want you to enjoy watching them as much as I enjoy making them. So yeah, anything that you have to feedback to me, you're always welcome to do so. I say, so long as it's not rude, I'm always open ears. So I'm going to just crack on. And Monday we had hot dogs. We had some leftover roast potatoes, so I just fried them up. And I'm noticing that Mondays I seem to do a really simple tea. So yeah. Tuesday we had a chorizo and salami pasta meal that we made up when we went on holiday to Spain years ago, but it's one of those that actually really stayed with the family and they enjoyed it like a lot. So I say the kids always ask for it. So these are all the ingredients that we use, and I say we just chop up the cucumber, pepper, tomatoes, onions and cheese. I have got my trusty little chopper here, which is actually really good. It just makes it so much easier, and you can see the amount of sort of bits that we put into this meal. Then after I've done this, I'll just put it all into the bowl that I'm going to serve it in. I'll mix through some mayonnaise with this. Once the pasta's cooled, I do tend to rinse it in cool water, because you don't want to be putting like really hot pasta onto mayonnaise. So yeah, we kind of cool the pasta down a bit first. We fry the chorizo and salami in a little bit of oil because you're going to get lots come out of these meats anyway. And then once it's all cooked and get a nice little crisp on them, we just tend to mix it all together. But we do actually put the oil in here as well, so it's possibly not the healthiest of meals, but it is good. And next I had some nectarines that were sat on the side and they were starting to look a little bit sad, so I searched online and I actually found a recipe for a nectarine crumb tart. It was surprisingly easy to make, and the whole family really enjoyed it. It was actually really nice, and I have to say I especially liked the almond essence that went into the base. But yeah, if anybody actually would like this recipe, I can put a link in the comments if anyone is actually interested in trying to make this one yourself. I mean, I'm not obviously going to take credit for it, it's not my recipe, but yeah, I can more than happy show you where I found it too. So yeah, this is it. I say it went in the oven. It possibly should have been cooled down a little bit before we served it, because it was still really sort of hot and it was a little bit soft when you first took it out. Like I say, if it had sort of 10-15 minutes to cool down, it would have been much better, but we couldn't wait. Okay, so on Wednesday I made apple pork chops. I served this with red cabbage that I cook in sugar, butter and balsamic vinegar, and once it's all cooked we tend to stir through a little bit of cranberry sauce. This came out really nice. It's not something that we've ever made before. It was quite sweet. It had maple syrup in, but I say we've not made it before, but it is definitely one that I would make again. It was really simple. It just took a little while for like the sauce to sort of reduce and the apple to soften, but other than that it was really good. And I don't know if you've been here before, but my family are not great lovers of mashed potato, but this week I actually sort of used an ice cream scoop and dished it up onto a baking tray. I put just a little bit of grated cheese on top of them, and that went in the oven. It probably went in there for about 30 minutes until it was just crisp, and do you know what? They really enjoyed it this time. I wasn't winning my husband round, but the kids definitely enjoyed it. On Thursday, I tried an easy boursin pasta meal that I found online. I know that this one's actually been quite popular, and I've seen lots of people saying about this, but I gotta be honest, I should have known that we weren't going to enjoy it as soon as I saw that it said that there was only 3 ingredients, which was pasta, spinach and boursin. It is as simple as it sounds. I say you literally cook the pasta, keep back some of the pasta water, and then you put the cream cheese into the pan that you'd cook the pasta in, because it was still warm but not on the heat. Added a little bit of the pasta water until it sort of became a bit more of a sauce than the harder block. Put everything back in, put some spinach in, lid on for about 10 minutes so that the spinach would sort of soften up a little, and that was it. So yeah, wasn't a lover. On Friday, my husband had steak, garlic mushrooms and chips. My daughter and myself actually had some goat's cheese ravioli, and it had red onion chutney in there as well. It was something that we had in the freezer that I picked up reduced a while ago, and we weren't sure if we were going to like it, so we put a cheese and tomato pizza in as well, just to sort of have with it just in case. But I've got to be honest, this was a Tesco's Finest one, and it was actually really nice. So yeah, tonight is kind of our if it's meal on the Friday. My son was actually out with friends, so he had tea out with them. So it was just the 3 of us tonight. So yeah, this was all we had. Nice and simple, but still using up things that we have in the house, which is great. Okay, so on Saturday, I actually made this in the morning. I made a butternut squash soup. This is one that we have made before and we really enjoy this. It's really simple to make. We served it with warm bake at home baguettes, and this was it. This was our tea, our Saturday night tea. I will be putting up a video for this recipe because, like I say, it is really easy to make. It's really good for you. It's nice and filling. There's not a huge amount of ingredients required for this recipe. So, I mean, if you don't have a fully stocked kitchen with like all your herbs and spices, it doesn't even matter. Like, I'm sure that you would have these things in your kitchen. So I say the video will be going up soon, so I hope that it will be of use to somebody, because I just think this is a really good soup for this time of year. And then on Sunday, I'd been out in the garden all day doing a bit of weeding, and my husband was working in the house, so none of us were feeling particularly 100%, so we just ordered in kebabs for all of us. So yeah, that was our Sunday dinner. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a like or subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again. Have a great week, and yeah, see you in the next one.